It's time to check in with our biggest fans on YouTube. Oh, you know who you are, you big fans, you. Our biggest fans on YouTube, we know who they are because
they comment.
They comment on our videos. And one particular video that has been surmounting a massive amount of our biggest fans on YouTube commenting is our comparison of the ODROID XU4 to the Raspberry Pi 3,
because
as far as calling it
a Raspberry Pi killer.
Yeah.
Annihilator.
We talked about this. It's tongue-in-cheek, but it has really brought out of the woodwork some of our biggest fans. Jeremiah C. says, I just got dumb watching this. Not a Pi killer. It's huge and expense. Not a mini PC because it's huge and weak.
And expense.
But to be fair, it's not huge. Okay, I want to show you. This is the ODROID XU4 that we built on that.
Which is awesome.
The ODROID XU4 is the circuit board here. This is the case that I put it in.
Yes.
With the backplane and with everything else. Now, I want to show you my Raspberry Pi case. This is my Raspberry Pi.
Oh, it's so small.
It's actually a lot bigger than the ODROID XU4. And my point is that the case has nothing to do with it.
Right.
Oh my goodness, that thing weighs about 200 pounds. And you think the ODROID XU4 is big? Let's see how this actually boils down. This is a Raspberry Pi 3. Okay. Here is my ODROID XU4 that you are saying is honking huge. And hey, outside of the case, sure it is. Let's take a look at the XU4 from ODROID. Just going to disconnect it from my case here because we don't need the case right now. There we go.
It's not about the case.
There's the board. I've got the mounting stuff on there. But let's take a look at the board's comparison.
Oh, yeah. That's the same.
Yeah. The Raspberry Pi 3 is, in fact, bigger than the ODROID XU4. Can you see that? Just slightly. Huh. But if we were to compare, technically, the boards are very, very similar as far as their form factor. Don't be thrown off by this. Don't be thrown off by that. Now, what's different about this one is it is the Q, this is the XU4Q, which comes with a giant heatsink, and that is to keep it cool without the need of a fan on the board. This is the heatsink that I have on my Raspberry Pi 3, comparatively much, much smaller, but we're looking at, you know, this is an 8-core, 2-processor computer.
Right.
This is a Raspberry Pi 3, so it has a lot less power. It doesn't get quite as hot, so you don't need quite as much cooling as far as the heatsink goes.
Nice.
Ready for another one? Mike Hill says, did not make it past the first segment. Look at that big heatsink. Know what that means? No fan. Then pulls a fan out of the kit. Refer to subject A, my Raspberry Pi case. And to be fair, my actual Raspberry Pi case has a fan. This is for my Raspberry Pi 3. It's got a little fan. Sasha, your
mine has a fan.
Your Raspberry Pi is a retro Pi.
Yeah.
Has a fan.
It has a fan.
The XU4 board, just like the Raspberry Pi 3, this is the XU4Q, so it does not have a fan. If I'd like to put it in a case that has a fan, I can do that in the case of this unit here, the Cloud Shell 2. The reason for adding a fan is to keep the drives cool because they can get a little bit warm. But to be honest, because the XU4 triggers the fan when it senses the heat,
right,
I've never had it turn on because I'm using SSDs, so it doesn't actually turn on the fan. Yeah, which is disappointing in a way because I bought the one with the LEDs to look cool, just to look cool. All right, next one. Ion Sewell. Okay, first, you was bragging about how quiet it was with the heatsink. Then you pull a huge fan out of the box. Okay. Sorry, I didn't watch the whole video, so I don't really know how quiet it actually is. But when the ever-famous will be back after this commercial break was murdered, I was out.
Huh.
We talked about the fan. That's part of the chassis. The case has nothing to do with the circuit itself. The XU4Q. That's cool.
That's all right.
Nobody else made that mistake, I'm sure.
No. Everybody else watched right through to completion.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Sean Harding says, it amazes me how all these new Tinker boards all say the same thing, the Raspberry Pi killer. If the Raspberry Pi 3 is so wimpy, why be threatened by it? Why even compare? Idiots. Thank you for your constructive criticism. Appreciate that, Sean.
Sean.
Very much.
You spell your name weird.
What? Scene?
Scene.
Yeah, I could have called him Scene.
Scene.
Sean is spelled S-E-A-N pretty normally.
I just
There's
wanted
a few
to
different spellings for it.
Counter critique.
She just was looking for a way.
I'm counter critiquing, Sean.
Alejandro Morales. Sue. The guy in the middle talks all the time, and the other two people are there for ... decoration.
To which I say thank you. I will take that completely as a compliment.
What about me?
I'm here to...
You compliment the other two?
I'm here to decorate.
And I'm just the guy who talks?
That's right. I just sleep all the time. That was from another comment back then.
Oh, yes. One of our other biggest fans on YouTube.
Yeah.
Gonzo says, ugh, what the actual... LOL, this is crazy, overly weirdly done production.
Again, thank you.
Thank you. We were going for crazy.
Crazy.
Overly weirdly done. That's exactly what we're going for. Hey, we love our community. We love having you a part of it. And you know what?
Keep it. Keep it going. Keep commenting.
Keep sending your constructive criticism because we take it to heart.